much to say. Just hit the repeat button. I think you all get tired about hearing the same thing, but it's more of the same. Need to finish drives, need to get in the end zone, need to play better in each phase of the game. Just got beat. Bottom line, we got beat. Didn't play good enough in any phase to win, and that's discouraging. But we have to respond. Again, I told the players all week. Just like Auburn. They've been in a tough situation and they responded and came in here and played extremely tough. And didn't surprise me that they were going to play hard. And we just have to match that, and we have to look at. We just got to get back to playing as good as we can. Got to try to get some guys healthy, get better, and look at all options to put our team in a better position to play better next week.
Mark, in those early season first downs, even in the Georgia game, 20 first downs, only 13 tonight, Auburn gets 20. So what happened to the offense to just not move the ball?
There's no excuse. We got beat. They covered us up. They played very aggressive. Give credit to them. Hugh came in here. They played very good offensively. Moved the ball as good against us as anybody I can remember in a while. Anyway, they moved it very well. And defensively, DJ Durkin, he's a Youngstown guy, and I've known DJ for a long time. He's done a really good job, and they were very aggressive and in our face and pressuring us, and we didn't respond very well. I think actually early on, Dane made a couple of really tough catches, and we did get the 10-point lead, but after that they kind of stymied us.
Mark, did you go to Gavin just for something different, or was there some health situation with Brock?
No health situation. Just wanted to get a good look at Gavin and see if he could help us move the ball.
How do you think Gavin played?
I have to look at it. It's not just on Gavin, as you know. It's what was out there. Did he miss anything? I don't. In real time, it was just a tough, frustrating game. So we'll look at the film and see.
Mark, you talked about them moving the ball as well as anybody all year against you. You guys early in the season held some really good offenses to some low-scoring games. What do you think has happened with the defense to have games like this come up?
We just got to play better. It is what it is. I think we're getting a little bit wore down, but I don't want to make any excuses.
Can it be demoralizing for a defense when the offense isn't really helping that much?
I don't think that's it. I think more, we're affected by the bodies that we have and the health that we're in. But again, I don't want to sit here and make excuses. It's real life. But everybody in this league's probably beat up right now. I got to do a better job of making sure we have, the depth that we need to compete.
Mark, would you just look at the 3-and-out after JQ's interception as the first domino to fall in the wrong way, or was there just too many other things going on?
I'm sorry, what's that?
The offense going 3-and-out after JQ's interception, would you say that's like the first domino to fall in the series of bad things?
It's certainly not good. I don't know what order it was in, but that wasn't a good possession. After, I don't know if that was the third possession of the game or not, but I know we moved it on the first two, and then after that we didn't move it very good.
Mark, just to be clear, you said all options, so are you going to throw the quarterback competition open?
I don't want any headlines on that. Gavin's been playing all year, and we had a series, we planned on putting him in the third series of the game, but we moved the ball very well in the first two, right? So if I put him in on the third series of the game, but in hindsight it went 3-and-out anyway, right? But you'd be asking me why in the world did I take him out when we moved the ball?
Yeah, but
first. You know what I'm saying? So I think we judged it as, hey, we're moving the ball pretty good. Let's stick with what's going right. And we went 3-and-out, and that's it. But
in fairness, when he comes in and goes 3-and-out back-to-back, it's still a 7-point game. You stick with him, that's going to lead to questions about whether you're making a quarterback switch there.
And I don't know. I don't need that to dominate the headlines. We're not playing very well. It's never on one person. So if it's Gavin or if it's Brock, whoever it is, I mean, they can only do so much. You know, it's a team effort. I know everybody likes to concentrate on the quarterback position, and I know it's a story. Bottom line is we're not playing winning football on the offensive side, and I'd rather that be the headline than on any one person.
Mark, do you have any update on JJ?
He's got an ankle injury.
On that note, on the play he got injured, he forces a sack, stayed on the field. How big of a play could that have
That
been?
was a very big play, for him to limp over, and we were yelling at him too, but, players, they have a lot on their plate, and they're out there playing hard, and he gets a sack, and he's injured, but the awareness that they're out of timeouts, and, that doesn't always happen that way, so it was huge that he got back and got lined up, and the time expired.
Mark, you talk about your team responding. How do you handle adversity here and try to keep the morale of the team up as the couple losses are stacking up here and 2 top 15 teams await you still left on the schedule?
Yeah, it's like that every week. It's just brutal. It's hard. It's tough. It's a tough league, and we have to man up. It's bottom line. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And our players know that, and they got to get back to work, and we have to do a better job. And I told them in there, it's on me, and I know I got to do a better job. We got to get them in a better position to play better. We got to, we just all have to do a better job. But obviously, it starts with me. I know people get tired of hearing about that, but we're not playing winning football right now.
Was there ever an instinct, Mark, to put Brock back in the game in that second half, or were you just like, all right, Gavin's doing the whole second half?
Really, there probably wasn't a lot of possessions, being the way they were moving the ball, and we were going, we weren't moving it very well, so, it went relatively fast. So I think at that point, we did get it down to the 2, and once again, we can't punch it in. And, we got an opportunity there to cut it to a 1-score game, and, we failed.
Mark, they came out in the second half of Auburn, and on that first possession, it looked like they really took it right to you. You feel like they kind of set the tone for the second half, the way they just ran the ball down your throat?
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did a nice job. We were a little off balance, all night. I think, credit them. And, we could play better than we did. I think they again, you have to give them the credit, for a lot of the good. They moved us. They have a back that makes you miss. Ran for an awful lot of yards, and so it's both. Credit them, and we need to do better.
Mark, obviously you were limited at running back tonight. How much did that limit the play calling and what you were doing with the running back? Didn't feel like you were trying to emphasize those guys much.
I think it's fair. I mean, we tried to have a good game plan with what we had, and it is what it is.
What were your initial impressions of how those 2 young guys played in the backfield?
I thought they did a decent job. I thought they really played good up front. They kind of controlled the game with their front.
You got it down to the 2 again, and weren't able to come away with points. Just how do you, what's your message to your team? Just keeps repeating.
Well, we got to look at what we're doing. We got to look at how we're, playing. We got to look at all options. You can't point fingers. We got to find some solutions. Clearly, it's very frustrating. There's no excuses. There's nothing I'm going to say that's the right answer. We got to do a better job, right?